What's up, Mercs? It's Joe here with a Skyrim mod update. This is the first of a line of videos alongside my Skyrim Let's Play. I'll make these videos anytime I add or remove a mod, or if there's an update on a mod that changes something significant. So, let's get into the update. So the first thing you're going to notice is there's a new font. This font is called King Things Petrock. It fits very, very nicely with the Skyrim aesthetic. Now, there is a little bit of clipping with my mod config menus, and in the weight menu, it does kind of go off. But honestly, it looks amazing, and I don't really care about the clipping. It doesn't really bother me too much, so I'm probably going to keep this font for a while. Now, I did find this on the Nexus. You can't download it with the manager. You do have to just go ahead and move 2 files into the interface folder, but it's relatively easy to install, and there's instructions on the Nexus page. So let's get into the more in-depth mods. Now, the first one you're going to notice is Deadly Combat. Yes, I have a combat mod, finally. Now, I did try Dual Combat Realism, and I tried Combat Evolved, and I honestly didn't like them, although Combat Evolved is more of an AI mod. I didn't like them. Now, what Deadly Combat does is it makes the combat more fluent, more engaging, and more difficult. Basically, you need to pay attention to what you're doing. Every hit, for the most part, will stagger you along with your enemies. They can actually dodge now, which is really weird. They can dodge back. Now, you can't really dodge. There is a mod that allows you to dodge. However, I kind of avoided that. But the enemies actually do dodge. I can't tell if they're just being staggered, but it seems like they're actually dodging, which is pretty cool to see. It also makes weapons hit harder, and it makes blocking a whole hell of a lot more effective, so you have to block a lot more. Now, I've tested this mod for a few days, and it's really changed the combat for me, because I have to sit there and I have to wait for opportunities to hit. I can't just, you know, hit, shield bash, hit, shield bash like I used to do. It really changes the combat, and that is very welcoming, considering my entire LP so far has really just been hit, shield bash, or shoot him with a bow at distance. It really is welcoming. And the bow actually is a lot more powerful now, too, so that's going to be scary going up against those. The next mod I added was I Need. I replaced Realistic Needs and Diseases, and I switched out with I Need. I Need overall is a more polished mod. I think it's a little bit less in-depth, but it does still have dangerous diseases, which is nice. This adds 4 stages of diseases, and at the 4th stage you will die, and all that fun stuff. So basically, it's just like Realistic Needs and Diseases. It's just a little bit, there's like 3 stages of hunger, and then I guess there's 4 actually, because you can be like well fed and all that kind of stuff. You can go like 1 above, but it's more polished in my opinion. And yes, I did turn off food effects just like Realistic Needs and Diseases. So anytime during the LP you see, restore 5 points of health, that actually doesn't do anything. This just feeds me. So that's really nice. I made sure I turn that off right away because I don't want food giving me any benefit because, well, that's kind of immersion breaking. Alright, so back into the mod config, I added something called Loot and Degradation. Now, what does this do? This basically allows weapons and armor to break or to become degraded and to be less effective. It also allows the enemies in the game to have more tempered gear. Tempered as in like fine, superior, exquisite, legendary, that kind of stuff. And as you temper a weapon further, it becomes less likely to break because it can only break when it's actually at like untempered, I believe, like the lowest amount of tempering. And there's actually a widget for this, so if we go out here and I turn my HUD on, actually, oh yeah, no, it's contextual. I turned on the contextual feature. Let me go ahead and show you guys. I did turn on the contextual feature, so it won't pop up unless there's actually a change in my current condition. So I just want to show you the widget. Turn off contextual, and there it is. There's a widget for everything. I did turn off armor breaking because it's kind of lame if you're in the middle of a fight and automatically, out of nowhere, your armor just disappears and you're naked because it broke. Now, weapons can still break, but I turned the armor off because, in my opinion, that's kind of bad. Now, armor can still get, weakened and it'll still be less effective, but it just won't flat out break. Okay, so, this also adds, Loot and Degradation also adds, like, the enemies will actually loot bodies now. Like, NPCs will, like, physically go and loot bodies. It's really weird to see a bandit, like, already looted because, like, for instance, the Vigilant of Stendars, came by and took all their shit off them. It's really weird, but it's really cool, actually. It makes sense. I like it a lot. Now, back to the mods. I didn't really add anything else that's huge. I added a coffee mod, Eli's coffee mod, just because, it's just a fun little thing. We can make our own coffee, and it gives us some stamina. and all that fun stuff. And it is integrated with iNeed. Now, I'm just looking at my Nexus Mod Manager. I don't think I added anything else. I did update a few things. I updated Wet and Cold. I added Wet and Cold Ashes. I updated Holidays. I updated... What else did I update? I think there is one more that I might have updated. Maybe not, actually. Yeah, I think that's actually it with the updates, as far as I can remember, actually. This was a few days ago that I changed all this stuff, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all I updated. And, of course, I added, you know... No, I actually didn't... Yep, that's it. Nope, yeah. But yeah, so that's it. I updated Wet and Cold, I added Wet and Cold Ashes, I updated Holidays, and really that's it. There wasn't really anything that needed updated. Well, I'm sure there's a few things here that need updated. For instance, interesting NPCs, that needs an update and all that fun stuff. But interesting NPCs, if I updated that in the middle, it would be kind of crazy to reinstall it and have it not have any issues. So I'll go about re-updating that in the next mod list. But anyway, guys, that will be it for today's Skyrim mod updates. If you have any questions about the mods I added, or any questions about the mods just in general, or you have some mod suggestions, leave them in the comments. That will be it for now. Goodbye.